Pookie always wanted to be a movie star and took a trip by herself to Hollywood. She knew she had an opportunity at a couple of studios to audition to star in a movie. She had an overnight flight to Hollywood and she slept most of the way on the plane. So that next early morning, she decided to take a walk along the waterfront to get a look at the beaches before any of the folks get to the beach, and she really saw a wonderful area for swimming. She noticed there was nobody on the beach, and the lifeguards were not on duty yet, so she decided to postpone her time at the beach to another day or maybe later this afternoon. She decided to have a quiet period of time because the following day she had her first audition and she needed to get in the good spirits for that, not be tired. So she walked along looking at all the stars on the sidewalk for famous people. And she was dreaming maybe my day will come when my name is on the stars on the sidewalks. Pookie went into the pet store to buy two outfits for the two auditions that she has coming up. She also told the woman that there's some treats available in the center of the store and that she'd like to buy £5 just to get her through the troubled times and nervousness of auditioning. She had been to the beach and had a wonderful time, but right now she needs to get prepared for tomorrow for the audition at Paramount Studios. Pookie hasn't called me, and she hasn't called you either, and neither of us got emails from her. And that's not like her not to stay in touch when she goes away, except the times she runs away. But this is a planned trip. I'm surprised I haven't heard, and that you haven't heard from her either. I was tired of dressed up in suit and tie, so I decided to get more casual and have a chance to relax while we both wait to hear from Pookie. You called me to tell me you got a text message from Pookie telling her she loves you, and I guess that must mean she was safe also. And just a matter of minutes later, she texted me with the same message, and I felt better, just like you were feeling better. The day has arrived for her first audition at Paramount Pictures. She's playing the lead role of a divorced cat from a tomcat that was a criminal, and she tried to escape with her life throughout Europe and Southeast Asia. It sounds like an interesting story. Pookie was standing off stage watching the singers and the dancers rehearse for their audition, and she was embarrassed because she knew she wouldn't be able to sing or dance as well as they could, but she'd give it a good try. In all reality, she was surprised that everyone was all dressed and she had to have her makeup and costume put on with help. And she noticed it was not something she expected. Their makeup made them look like human beings, not like cats, but they look a combination of cats and people. She had gotten a part in the movie Cats, and she left Paramount with a script and with a written contract that she had not signed yet because she had to check with Uncle Matty and her daddy to be sure it was the right thing to do. But she was excited about the idea of maybe being a part of a movie finally after the time she's been waiting to do that. The studio asked Pookie to move from where she was staying to one of their hotels so she could be closer to the studio, and of course it would cost her nothing. And they were so gracious to her, they even sent a bouquet of flowers, welcoming her to the stardom of Hollywood. She was so pleased, and she loved the flowers, and she took a yellow rose and she pressed it in her suitcase so that it would dry and remain with her, and she could put it under glass when she gets home and protect it from damage. The studio gave her some money to get some food items to eat at the hotel. So she went back to the pet store and bought her favorite kind of food. And she had enough treats because she had 5 pounds that she bought the other day. So she's going to go home to her room and have supper. Pookie had some free time and saw on the calendar that there was a concert at the Hollywood Bowl. And she kind of liked the group. She'd heard them sing many times, and she's even seen some of them in performance at home. So she bought the tickets and went to see her show, but she was late buying the tickets, and she had a very poor place to sit. But she really enjoyed the Electric Light Orchestra and their concert at the Hollywood Bowl on their second return trip there. After the concert, she went back to her room and had her evening meal. And all of a sudden, she got a phone call from the desk saying that Warner Brothers has a package for her and that they'd like to bring it to her. And she said, "Of course, come right upstairs. You know where I am." And she got the package. She opened it after she had her supper, and it was a manuscript of the movie that she was auditioning for at Warner Brothers. And she read the story, and she felt that it wouldn't be a very good one, and she was going to be more selective and make more money in the Cats movie over at Paramount. So that was when she made her decision not to audition at Warner Brothers, just stay with Paramount. Many TV shows give away free tickets at hotels so that they have someone to sit in the audience. And the hotel had tickets for The Price is Right, so Pookie decided she'd go to see it. The announcer came out into the audience and, as usual, asked if so-and-so has this in their pocketbook or so-and-so has that in their pocketbook, and if they do, they have a chance to spin the wheel. He asked Pookie if she had any treats, and she took out a bag and showed it to him, and she had a chance to spin the wheel. But they recognized she couldn't spin it because the bar you have to reach to is too high. And they said, "It's okay, the lady sitting next to you can spin for you." And she did. Unfortunately, she didn't win any money, but she had a good time. But she said to the lady, "You know, I am a winner, even though I didn't win here. I've got a daddy, I got an Uncle Matty, I got a nice home, I have food, water, shelter, and most important, every Saturday we have a family day. Not many kiddies like me have a family day. Some don't even have a family. I'm more lucky than they are. And so I am a big winner." She took a taxi from Hollywood to Los Angeles so she could catch her flight home. She was amazed that it was so much bigger than Green Airport, and she was taking this last picture before takeoff, and she'd take a picture on the flight home, and after that, she'll put her camera away and just go home and be with her Uncle Matty and her daddy, and she's looking forward to being home again. She heard the sounds and the vibrations of the plane going down the runway and taking off into deep silence. Once in the air, there was such congestion they had to circle the airport 4 times before making a direct flight right back to Providence. She had a wonderful trip, and she's putting her camera away and saving all the pictures to make herself a video slideshow with Daddy and Uncle Matty.